Today we are going to talk about uh, uh, um, does that ever happen to you? You are trying to say something and you cannot find what is it that called the right word, and you end up doubting your communication skills, or even worse, you start shying away from communication because you keep getting stuck for words. Yes, you keep getting stuck for words. But stick with me to the end of this video to discover just one trick that will help you get unstuck for words and help your conversations flow smoothly. Ready? One of my friends told me this story. He was interviewing a few fresh graduates for an entry-level IT job. The fourth guy walked in, who had scored an amazing in his academics, had done exciting projects, and was good at co-curricular activities. He was kinda ideal for that job. So he walked in with confidence, and I mentally gave him full score for his body language. He smiled, and I like that too. Then while answering almost all questions, he got stuck for words. Yes, he got stuck for one word and kept trying to explain its meaning in multiple ways. The interview went downhill. From there, he kept getting stuck for many words and kept explaining and explaining. Ultimately, he was not able to communicate exactly what he wanted to say. And now it was up to me to try and understand what he was trying to express. Needless to say, he did not land the job despite having great resume. Does that ever happen to you? Because to me, it does. Or rather, it used to. It happens often, right? You are in the flow and suddenly you forget a word. Yes, you know that word. It is right there on the tip of your tongue, but you aren't able to speak it out. When we were kids, we would play a game called Guess the Celebrity. It was a great game. You kept giving clues about the celebrity, and the other person had to guess which celebrity you were talking about. It was fun. The more clues you gave out, the lesser points he or she made. Communication then becomes like that game, where you are giving clues without saying the right word, and the other person is constantly trying to guess what you are trying to say. It is so frustrating. Stick with me to the end, and you will know one trick that will help you overcome this habit of getting stuck for words. It's not really difficult. Let me tell you this interesting story. Chris Dickerson wanted to build his body. He had his goals clearly laid out. He started hitting the gym 3 days a week. Next week, he amped it up to 6 days a week. He filled up his plate with all the nutrition he needed. He talked to nutritionists and doctors and followed a strict routine of exercise and diet for almost 2 weeks. But he barely saw any change at the end of 2 weeks. Then 4 weeks passed, and the mirror did not give him a satisfactory reflection. Yet he kept at it, regularly working out at the gym, and now added running to his routine. Still, no results. I mean, yes, he felt stronger and his core was tighter, but those dream muscles were way too far. He was disappointed and thought it is not working. So why give it a shot? But he kinda by now loved exercising, even if it did not bring the results he had hoped for so. He kept at it each day, exercising, running, and eating right. He stopped looking at the mirror, but loved the newfound strength and energy. His gym instructor was super pleased with Chris's efforts and started pushing him just a little each day. Couple years later, in 1982, Chris Dickerson won the Mr. America award. It took him not 1 month, not 6 months or a year. It took him full 2 years to make it to his goal. All through the journey of that year, it was one step at a time. Yes, just one step at a time. But this story shows that many times we feel stuck in life. But that does not mean we stop growing or moving ahead. In everything that we learn, we tend to hit a plateau at some point of time. We seem to think we are making no progress at all. But contrary to what may seem like true to us, we are making progress. And those who manage to walk through that plateau with patience and determination, just like Chris, often start making great progress soon and reach their goals. And what is your goal? To speak without getting stuck for words. Chris built his physical muscles, and you need to build your vocabulary muscles. He built one muscle at a time, and we do it one word by word at a time. The results won't show in a day or in a month. But be like Chris. Take one step at a time. Just one word at a time. I used to be in a similar situation as you are right now. Getting stuck for words in meetings and conversations with friends and colleagues. There was this one word that would halt my flow. It was like applying sudden brakes on the highway. And what did I do to overcome this? 3 things. I listened, I read, and I learned one word at a time. I listened to as many podcasts or TED Talks or YouTube videos as possible. Then I read and read. And yes, like Chris, I fell in love with reading. You can find interesting book reviews on my channel Success Wheels. And I learned 5 new words a week. The progress like Chris was slow, but steady. Now I hardly get ever stuck for words. This is how the 5 new word a week trick works. Pick out 5 new words you have heard or read that week. Write them down on any sticky note and stick it onto the wall wherever you spend most of your time. Now spend the entire next week using those 5 words in every written or verbal communication. Let's say one of your 5 words for this week is efficacy, meaning ability to produce desired results. Use this word everywhere. For example, in meeting, instead of saying, "I'm not sure if this is the best approach," you can try saying, "I doubt the efficacy of this approach." Each time you speak, think about how you can use those 5 words. And the same thing goes for every week. Keep at it like Chris did and build your vocabulary muscle. The result won't show soon, but one day you will find yourself speaking without getting stuck for words and astounded with your accomplishments. No more being in the slump of being stuck. Remember, it is 5 words a week. That is the trick to build your vocabulary muscle. That's it for now, my friend. If you like my idea, if you like this video, then let me know in the comment section or just give me a like on this video. This is Nikhil. Keep speaking, keep expressing. World is your stage. Now, you might know that I was a terrible speaker just few years back. But over the period of time, I honed this skill by taking it really seriously. Of course, made a lot of mistakes, but when I look back today, I'm glad I took public speaking seriously, which has helped me immensely in business, career, and personal life. After my hard learnings and experiences, I have created a course called Branded, which stands for Big Idea, Research, Accumulate, Nugget, Design, and detach. It's tried and tested. And I'm not sure if it's for you and how serious you are about learning public speaking, but this could help you in selling your thoughts, ideas, or product to anyone in your business and professional life. If you are interested, link is shared in the section below. See you next time. Until then, keep speaking.